to the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As the famous Acharya Bhaktivinoda Thakur states, Manasa Geha Geha Deha Geha Yokishamor Arpilam Tuya Pade Nanda Kishore. Whatever I have, Krishna, my body, my home, everything is yours, Nanda Kishore. Everything belongs to Krishna, right? Ishavashamidam sarvam yatkancha jagatam jagat tenajaktena punjitha magridha kashasvidinam. So, Raghunath was told that you will be freed from all your entanglement. The next morning, Raghunath Das prayed to get shelter at Lord Chaitanya's feet and said, only by your mercy, Lord Nityananda, can I get free from my entanglement. Lord Nityananda praised the opulence of Raghunath Das, saying, he is so rich and still he's detached from this world. And this means he has Lord Chaitanya's mercy. And so he was very, very pleased. Lord Nityananda asked all the Vaishnavas to bless Raghunath Das and explain that when Raghunath Das left home, he would be under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami, Swarup Damodar, who is one of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates, who is staying with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. He's considered to be an incarnation of Lalita Devi in Krishna's pastimes. So then Raghunath Das went home expecting to be able to escape, but he had all these guards around him 24/7. That means 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they were watching him. He cannot, even when he went to pass or something like that, they went outside the latrine just watching him, make sure he didn't escape. But Krishna arranged something by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Raghava Das's spiritual master, Yadunandana Acharya, came to see Raghunath Das in the middle of the night, and he said, I have a problem with one of my pujaris who is supposed to be doing deity worship. He's not showing up. So can you go preach to him? And of course, Yadunandana Acharya was into this trick to get Raghunath Das out. So it was the middle of the night, the guards were sleeping, and Raghunath Das ran away from home. So he ran towards Jagannath Puri, and the first day he actually went 30 miles. Now you may think that's very little. It's not very little. And this is through the jungle. This is not like going on a highway, driving his car. And even though he was so rich and he was accustomed to great opulence like Indra, still he lived practically every night in the cow sheds, sleeping on the floor. So 30 miles the first day, and it took him 12 days, and he only ate for 3 days. Very austere. Can any of you do that? No, I don't think so. So then, after he arrived in Jagannath Puri, he got the association of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And having the association of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he got to take prasadam. But guess what type of prasadam he got to take? The remnants of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So for 5 days, he was taking the remnants of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and enjoying that. And he was given the shelter, as I mentioned before, of Swarup Damodar Goswami, who you see here, and taught about Radha and Krishna. And what happened is after those 5 days of taking Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's remnants, he began to beg outside of the Singha Dwara gate. Singha Dwara gate means the lion gate of the Jagannath temple. So he was begging outside there, and he got instruction from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Lord Chaitanya was very pleased that he was eating very, very simply, because when you beg outside the gate, you don't get that much opulent prasadam. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him this instruction. Do not expect honor, but offer all respects to others. Always chant the holy name of Lord Krishna, and within your mind render service to Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya said that if renunciate, that means sannyasi, is eager to taste different foods, his spiritual life is lost. Don't worry, none of you are renunciates. That refers to me only. Can't be eager to taste different foods. You can be eager. Anyway, because we know it's important for all of us, regardless of who we are, to conquer our senses. Vacho vegam, manasa krota vegam, jiva vegam, udara pashta vegam. We have all this pushing and pulling from our senses. And if we can conquer our senses, particularly the tongue, we can conquer Krishna. So don't worry about that right now. You just take prasadam. I don't want to discourage anyone from Krishna consciousness. You take prasadam to your full satisfaction. Sharira vijaja jatendriya. Not now, don't get worried. Jatendriya tehekala jiva falaya vishayasagare dharma dejuayati loba moisa durmati tekajitakatina samsare Krishna boradoy moy. Krivara jivjay srapasanan dedalai senamrita pal Radha Krishna gunakal premadaka chitanindai. That doesn't mean you should all run off and eat now. So this prayer is, O Lord, this material body is a place of ignorance, and the senses are networks of past leading to death. But you, Lord Sri Krishna, is so kind. You give us this prasadam, Bhagavad prasadam, to help us conquer the senses. So now let us take this prasadam in great love, call for Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, to help us. So we have that faith. By executing Krishna consciousness, we get detached from the senses, and we get attached. That is the point. We get attached to Krishna. Because raso varjam rasyopyasya palandrishta nivartate. If we experience a higher taste, then we're not so much interested in running here and there just to satisfy the tongue. So this is a very important process. How do we get attached to Krishna? By associating with the devotees, eating prasadam, serving, different ways, the 9 processes of devotional service, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, especially Shravanam, hearing about Krishna and chanting about Krishna. So, here's Raghunath Das begging on the 6th day, well, it's not a picture of him, but this is the gate of the temple, begging for prasadam. So, after some time, he stopped doing that. What did he do? He went to a prasadam booth instead, because he figured it wasn't renunciation to the highest degree to be begging, because when you beg from people, you actually treat them differently according to what they could give or what they have given. So he wanted to have a mind that was equipoised. So, Lord Chaitanya, then he started to go to the free food booth, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so pleased with him that he gave him a Govardhan Shila that had been given to him, and Gunjamala. Gunjamala represents Shrimati Radharani, and Govardhan, of course, is non-different from Krishna, is also Krishna's servant, Haridas Varya. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been keeping this Govardhan Shila and touching it to his heart and crying over it. So it's this very, very special gift he got, that is Raghunath Das got from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he gave Raghunath Das further instructions. He said, don't speak ordinary talks, which are called gramikata, or hear or eat palatable foodstuffs. Don't dress opulently. Don't expect honor, but give it. Always chant Hare Krishna in your mind and serve Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. So remember, Raghunath Das came from a super opulent background, and now he was given instructions completely the opposite from what he had experienced before in his childhood, and he was happy. Most people, they come from a very wealthy family, and you put them in a poverty-stricken condition, they'll die. And we see this is the case of all the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. They came from very, very, very wealthy families. And they lived very simply, ultimately, in Vrindavan, sleeping or resting maybe an hour and a half a day, eating very little, and being absorbed in translating and writing Vaishnava literatures, preaching Krishna consciousness, and establishing temples. So here's Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with the Govardhan Shila. The Govardhan Shila was moist from the tears of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Raghunath Das was taught by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Govardhan Shila is directly the body of Krishna. We have a Govardhan Shila on the altar, which when you take darshan, you can see the Govardhan Shila. Directly the body of Lord Krishna. And if you worship Govardhan in the mode of goodness and offer 8 Tulsi manjaris every day that have 2 leaves on them, then you will get the shelter of Govardhan and Radharani's mercy. So in this way, and then he also recited this famous verse to Raghunath Das Goswami, Trinadapi Sinichena Dharo Ivasihishna Amanina Amanadena Kirtaniya Siddhahare. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, ready to offer all respects to others. And in such a state of mind, one could chant the holy name always. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's assistant, Govinda, was supplying sweets for the Govardhan Shila every day. And so, of course, Raghunath Das distributed those sweets. Then finally, we mentioned that Raghunath Das was eventually eating from the free food booths. Finally, he decided to become more renounced. And he started eating only the rice that was rejected, that was thrown out for the cows. And even the cows wouldn't eat that rice. He would wash the rice with some water and put a little salt on it. And that was all he was eating. Who can do that? Can you do that? That's all he was eating. I mean, so austere. But remember, these personalities had spiritual bodies. We should not try this because our bodies are material. They have spiritual bodies, not material bodies like ours. And so they don't need the same necessities that we have. So even Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so pleased with this, he came to see Raghunath Das and he demanded some of the rice. And he grabbed the rice, he grabbed some of it from Raghunath Das and ate it, but then he was stopped from taking a second morsel by Swarup Damodar. And he said, this food is not fit for you. And then he said to Raghunath Das, why are you saving the best prasadam and not sharing it with us? Can you imagine? I mean, this is something on the transcendental platform. So after 16 years of staying with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left this world by entering into the Tota Gopinath deity in Jagannath Puri. And Raghunath Das became so upset, depressed, he became determined to leave his body too. But he thought, to leave my body, I'm going to go to Govardhan. See Govardhan there. I'm going to go to Govardhan and throw myself off the hill. And so he actually went to Govardhan, but he was dissuaded from doing that by Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. Why? Because obviously devotees not supposed to commit suicide. But even more importantly, He was the one who directly observed Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes for 16 years. More than the other Goswamis of Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they stayed a year or two with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Raghunath Das Goswami witnessed the final years of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. And during these final years of his pastimes, he showed the topmost symptoms of ecstasy in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So the Goswamis of Vrindavan, like Rupa and Sanatan and others, they wanted to hear about these pastimes. And so they employed him in reciting Lord Chaitanya's pastimes for 3 hours a day. So there was Chaitanya Katha for 3 hours a day, spoken by Raghunath Das Goswami. And he also was doing his bhajan and recitation of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, which he did for 22 and a half hours a day. Whew, imagine that. And his performance of sadhana, that means practice of devotional service, was like lines etched in a stone. You could not determine whether it was sickness or health or hot weather or cold weather. And in Vrindavan, it gets very hot. Well, we complain here, don't we, about the heat. Like today, it got up to 92, 93. It's not that hot in here right now, thank God. But we complain about the heat. But in India, sometimes, I spent part of a summer in Govardhan, and it was 120 Fahrenheit degrees when I was there. And if you step out the door, of course, many of you are from India, but if you step out the door in the middle of the day, it's like walking into an oven. I had to sleep on a concrete floor. I didn't have air conditioning that year. And that was very, very austere. And it gets very cold there, too. And these personalities like Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Sanatan, Rupa Goswami, they lived like that for years. And they had such clarity of mind, they were able to write Vaishnava literatures to the highest intellectual degree. Like if you read the Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, beautiful poetry, elaborate philosophy. And he wrote the Chaitanya Charitamrita when he was in his mid-90s. And he could hardly see. And I'm in my mid-70s and I'm complaining. So in his mid-90s, I mean, these are transcendent. The point I'm making, these are transcendental personalities, not ordinary personalities. And he resided on the banks of Radhakund and Shamakund. And, of course, the Kund didn't look like that at that time. They were just still very, very small ponds in the field. And he wanted to excavate the Kunds and make them bigger, you know, not quite as big as they are today. And as he was planning his excavation, Yudhisthira Maharaj came to him in a dream and told him that he was living on the banks of the Shamakund as a tree, and the Pandavas were also living as trees, so not to cut them down. So there's the Arjun tree right there. That's Raghunath Das Goswami. And so we're going to talk more about the Radhakund story in a second. But as he was meditating and chanting his japa along the banks of the Shamakund, especially this Manasapavan Ghat, as I mentioned before, it was hot and cold, but also there were wild animals there, tigers. And so Sanatana Goswami one time saw Krishna protecting Raghunath Das from a tiger. Krishna had a stick, and there were tigers there. And Sanatana Goswami said to Raghunath Das, you have to build a kutir, a place for yourself to stay. and Raghunath Das didn't take it so seriously. Then shortly thereafter, when it was very, very hot outside, Sanatana Goswami saw Srimati Radharani shielding Raghunath Das from the sun. Then he really chastised Raghunath Das Goswami, and Srimati Radharani was perspiring. And so Sanatana Goswami chastised Raghunath Das Goswami, and he said, you must build a kutir, and he finally built a kutir on the banks of the Shamakund. There's another picture of that, and another picture of that. And here's a picture of inside his kutir. It's called the Manasa Pavanagat on Shamakund's banks. Also, he arranged for the Gopi Kupa to be dug. A Gopi Kupa is a well, and that well he wanted dug because the residents of the Radhakund area were always using Radhakund to wash their clothes and clean the pots and everything like that, and so he wanted a separate source of water. So they were digging out in this Gopi Kund, and they hit a rock. And when they hit that rock, the rock started to bleed, and he stopped the digging. That night, Raghunath Das had a dream, and Krishna revealed to him that rock was the tongue of Govardhan, and it's supposed to be installed in a separate temple. So here's the temple, and it's called the Jib Mandir or Jiwa Mandir, or the Tongue Mandir. You see a picture right there. So, how he got the money to excavate Radhakund is quite interesting. There was a very rich man who was sent, he was in Badrinath, and he was sent by Vadari Narayan to pay for the excavation of the two kunds. He was told, he was going to give a donation to Badrinath, and he was told to give it to Raghunath Das Goswami to excavate Radhakund and Shaimakund. And while they were excavating, they discovered the original deities of Radhakund, which are pictured here. A closer picture. This is called the Puran Mandir. That means the old mandir where the original deities of Radhakund are situated. And then several other pastimes, we got a few more minutes, were there. One is that one time he had indigestion when he was offering rice mixed with milk in his meditation. He wasn't actually eating it himself, but he was offering it and eating it in meditation. And the doctor actually corroborated that he had eaten rice and milk, even though it was all done in meditation. So, many, many stories about that. We mentioned Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who wrote the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had his Bhajan Kutir right next to Raghunath Das's Bhajan Kutir, and he was able to hear from Raghunath Das the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, particularly the later pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and as a result, he was able to write the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which we are extremely grateful for. So also, he constructed a bathing place for Janavamata, who was the wife of Lord Nityananda, and his life, he chanted every day at least 100 malas. Well, 100,000, I mean 64 rounds. 1,000 dandavats. 1,000 dandavats to devotees every day. 3 hours narrating the Leela and 2 daily baths in Radhakund. And as I mentioned before, he rested only for an hour and a half a day. He passed away from this world in 1595. And while he was executing his devotional service there, he composed many Vaishnava literatures, expert in Sanskrit. One literature is the Stavamali, Danakeli Chintamani, Mukta Charita, which is about the famous pearl pastime, which we tell when we're at Govardhan, and particularly the Mana Shiksha, which are the instructions to the mind, how to give up all of one's attachments in this world and to identify them. And here is a list of all the literatures he composed. So today, we are celebrating the mercy of Lord Nityananda to Raghunath Das Goswami. By Lord Nityananda's mercy, and especially this Panihati festival, Raghunath Das was empowered to join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and give us the highest truths of Krishna consciousness. Raghunath Das is known as the Prayojana Acharya. There's 3 branches of teachings of Krishna consciousness. One is Sambandha, the next one is Abhideya, and the next one is Prayojana. And Prayojana means the ultimate goal, going back to home, back to Godhead, understanding Radha Krishna Leela. Sambandha means understanding the basic philosophy, and Abhideya means how to practice that philosophy, and Prayojana is the goal. So, Rupa Goswami is the Abhideya Acharya, that means how to practice, and Sanatana Goswami is the Sambandha Acharya. So, Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. So, any questions or comments before we go on to the next program? Anybody have any questions about Raghunath Das Goswami? If not, yes. Oh, you have a question. Where is the Shila? Does anyone know where that Shila is now? I don't. I can look it up later. What's it? The Radha Gopinath temple. Radha Raman, it's at the Radha Raman temple? Radha Gokulananda. That's right. Radha Gokulananda. Okay. Thank you very much. And without further ado, and thank you all for, yes. Oh, you have a question. Ujjala. I didn't quite hear. 16 years he spent with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He what? Well, he observed Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes for 16 years. I don't have a lot of information other than the fact that he took instruction from Swarup Damodar Goswami while he was there. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu assigned Swarup Damodar Goswami to be his Siksha Guru. There's not any more information in the Chaitanya Charitamrita other than that. Okay, thank you very much. And now we'll proceed with the next item. All glories to His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now Aditya Narayan Prabhu will lead the program. This is what you've all been waiting for.
Hare Krishna! So let's first of all thank His Holiness B. Krishna Goswami Maharaj for such a beautiful narration of the Panihati festival and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami establishing the theme and the mood of this beautiful festival. So let's loudly express our gratitude to His Holiness B. Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Hariva! Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you so much. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Nice to see all of you on this very auspicious festival day. Now we are going to have this special offering which we are going to distribute. How many of you have been to our Panihati festival before in the previous years? Haribol. Okay, so you know how we do it. It's a very, very unique festival. Once a year we have the way of distributing prasadam that you're just going to witness. But But before we start distribution of the prasadam, we have something for all of you. So let's see the devotees come out. Can I get a chair here, please? One of those chairs. Everyone, please join me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. We need a little bit space here. A little bit, if you can. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Sit. You can sit here. Okay. So we have a very short, like an enactment of the actual pastime of Panihati. So this was like very spontaneous. We need the space open, please. Thank you. So this was just last minute. In last 5 minutes, we decided, okay, we are going to do this. So it's very spontaneous. So please forgive any mistakes in this short performance here. Okay. Okay. So we start. This is yeah, this one. I think there's a mic. You can get this one. Okay. So this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela, chapter number 6, which actually talks about this pastime. So I'm just going to be the narrator, just to narrate what is going on here. So on the bank of this Ganges, in this place known as Panihati, once Nityananda Prabhu, who appears like thousands of shining suns, was actually seated on the bank in this place of Panihati, with so many of his associates, and his assistant was right there with Nityananda Prabhu. It's okay.
There is Raghunath Das offering you obeisances.
You are a thief. Now you have come to see me. Come here. Today I shall punish you. You are just like a thief, for instead of coming near, you stay away at a distant place. Now that I have captured you, I shall punish you. Make a festival and brought cheap rice, yogurt and milk and distribute to with all devotees.
Immediately Raghunath Das, he got his friends, his associates, and they went to the market, they went to all the places. And they filled their hands and they bought all kinds of chip rice and yogurt and condensed milk, and they gathered as much ingredients as they could get. And very soon, they actually returned with all those ingredients. Everyone carrying all the chip rice and yogurt and condensed milk. And then Chaitanya Charitamrita describes almost 500 to 700 pots, earthen pots were actually brought. And all these associates, they prepared these preparations. So in every pot, there was chip rice, milk mixed with condensed milk, and in another pot was chip rice mixed with yogurt. And then Raghunath Das took 2 of these pots, one with condensed milk, right? Chip rice with condensed milk, and one is chip rice with yogurt. And every person who was there got 2 pots. And he was distributing to everyone. And people around, when they heard from the village, they heard, oh, festival is happening. Everyone came, people from neighboring villages, everyone came and they filled the entire place on the bank of Ganga. Raghunath Das, people are asking, please. And then it is described that so many people came, there was no longer space left on the bank of the Ganga. So the people behind, what they did, they went inside the Ganga and they are actually having their chip rice and yogurt preparation. More. And the crowd kept increasing. More and more people started coming. And then they bought more ingredients. And they started preparing and distributing to everyone. Haribo! And while this entire pastime was happening, while Raghunath Das was feeding, all the Vaishnavas were assembled. Nityananda Prabhu was very pleased. And in his meditation, he invited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to appear there. So Nityananda Prabhu, having the two pots, he actually started walking among the crowd. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, Nityananda Prabhu started feeding him. And many people could not see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. Only few qualified could see. And they were like, what is Nityananda Prabhu doing? Those who could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they knew Nityananda Prabhu is feeding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, seeing this whole fun, started putting food, prasad, in the mouth of Nityananda. And after that, there was the dancing. Nityananda Prabhu started dancing, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started dancing. And there was this whole festival, and everyone there, all of you here, were enjoying the chip rice and yogurt and condensed milk preparations.
Hari, Hari! Hari, Hari! Hari, Hari!
And everyone, while they were eating and chanting.
Hari, Hari! Hari, Hari! Hari, Hari!
So it was a very, very beautiful festival in this way. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had personally appeared. Now, in that day, in the evening, so an associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Raghava Pandit, every day he used to invite Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu to his house to feed them prasadam. Right? So in the evening time, Raghava Pandit invited Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come to his house, and he started feeding them nice opulent preparations.
Raghunath, please come, take the remnants of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By eating that, all your family bondage will get relieved.
Hariva! So Raghunath Das got personally the remnants of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda, and he ate the remnants, and then he started distributing to everyone. And the associates of Nityananda Prabhu said, if you just have the remnants of this prasadam, then all your family bondage, Maharaj was talking about the bondage that Raghunath said, all that will be broken. Right? So this was the pastime on the day. And the next day morning, Nityananda Prabhu again came in the same place on the banks of the Ganga, and he sat down where the festival took place. And next day, Raghunath Das actually again came to Nityananda.
I am the lowest of men, the most sinful, fallen and condemned. Nevertheless, I desire to attain the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like a dwarf who wants to catch the moon, I have tried many times, but yet I have not been successful. Every time I try to go away and give up my home, relationships, my father and mother unfortunately kept me bound. No one can attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without your mercy. But if you are merciful, even the lowest can attain his shelter. Although I am unfit, greatly afraid to submit this plea, I nevertheless request you, sir, to be very much merciful towards me by granting me the shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Raghunath Das, material happiness is equal to that Indra, the king of heaven. Because of the mercy bestowed upon him by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunath Das, although situated in this material happiness, does not like it at all. Therefore, let every one of you mercifully towards him and give him benediction that he may very soon attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One who experienced the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna does not value even the standard happiness available in the Brahma Loka, the topmost planet, what to speak of heavenly happiness. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is supreme, sublime, poetic, praised by those trying to attain his favor. Thus, he is known as Uttama Sloka. Being very eager to gain the association of Lord Krishna, King Bharat, although in the prime youth, gave up his very attractive wife, affectionate children, most beloved friends, opulent kingdom. Exactly one gives up the stools after extending it. Then Lord Nityananda Prabhu called Raghunath Das, placed your lotus feet. My dear Raghunath Das, since you arranged the feast on the banks of Ganges, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here just to show you his mercy. By his causeless mercy, he ate the cheap rice and milk. Then after seeing the dancing of the devotees at night, he took his supper. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Hari, came here personally to deliver you. Now rest assured that all the impediments meant for your bondage are gone. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accept you and place you under the charge of his secretary Sarup Damodar. You will thus become one of the most confidential eternal servant and attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Being assured of this, return to your home very soon without impediment. You will attain the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So, Hare Krishna. And Nityananda Prabhu actually places his lotus feet on the head. On maybe if Maharaj is willing, Maharaj can. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sorry, Maharaj, this was just a. This is just like a spontaneous, so please forgive any offenses. So we'd like to thank Radha Ranjan Prabhu. Last minute, I just called him and said, you are playing the role of Nityananda. And you're like, okay. And Advait Chandra playing the role of Raghunath Das. And Vamshidhari Gopal Prabhu playing the role of assistant of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope this was like creating the nice mood for this beautiful pastime. So now without further delay, I'd like to invite Nanda Gopal Prabhu and Brajashri Radha Mataji to help us distribute all these pots to all of us. You know, and the way we do it is this is once a year where the pots come out and we actually ask you to make a offering for this pot. And the reason is the entire pastime we see how Raghunath Das, he himself went, bought the ingredients, prepared everything, distributed it. So it is that mood of selfless service, that mood of giving to Krishna, right? So we encourage everyone, please participate. You know, whatever you like to make an offering, please join us. Our whole mood of this festival is certainly making that selfless offering for the pleasure of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And anyone who contributes, there's never a loss in the offering. Anything you give to Krishna is your eternal benefit. So having this point in mind, I would like to ask Mataji and Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank Krishna. Thank you all so much for coming forward and helping us with this Panihati festival, especially some of the devotees who came from 11 o'clock and helping us with the cooking and making pots, filling the pots and stuff. And also I apologize all of you because I was kind of a little nervous in the middle and I have to, make it on time and I was kind of a little rushed. Please forgive me. And so we'll start with first Maharaj's part. Maharaj have his deities somebody painted, and whoever beats that part, it goes to the Maharaj. We are giving to Maharaj. That is for sponsoring for Maharaj part first. Where is Maharaj? That's Maharaj.
So, Hare Krishna. So this part. So this pot is painted by Ratna Gopi Mataji, and the deities right here are Maharaj's personal deities, his Giriraj Shila that he worships so nicely every day. So this is Maharaj's personal deities, and we would like to make this as a first offering to Maharaj.
So we will start this with 108. 108. Anybody wants to bet? 108. Very well. Who else? 108. You were doing for 108, Prabhu.
So you have to tell a
higher bid. One more. Huh?
121.
121. Ribo. 121.
Anyone would like to make offering for Maharaj? Yes.
120. 150. Anybody? 150.
Yes, Prabhu.
350. Haribo. 350. It goes to the Maharaj. Anybody else?
So who is desperate for getting mercy? Come on.
350. Last call. All right. 350. So 350.
501.
Anybody?
Yeah, 501.
You're oh, I was thinking. Sorry, Nanda Gopal Prabhu is bidding for 501. Anybody else? Haribo. I thought you were saying 501. 650. Oh, wow. 650. Anybody? 650. Last call. 650 once. 650 twice. And 650 thrice.
Hariva! So, Mohanan Prabhu, please come friend. We would request Mohanan Prabhu to make this offering to Maharaj. Please come, please come.
Just to mention, today is Gurudev's sannyas anniversary. 46 years. 46th year.
Haribo. So this year we did a little different. It's all the parts are kids friendly, and there's parts filled of pizza, samosas, kachoris, momos, and spring rolls. I mean, it's poha with the Manchurian poha and tikka masala poha.
So,
And lemon rice poha and tamarind poha. So
Haribo.
this part is filled with some tikka masala poha and all the pizzas in there and some pakoras and stuff. So this part, it starts with the 275. 275 pizza part. Where are all the Goloka children? Pizza. Come on. So,
okay, so can you turn it around to show the pot? People
Yeah.
would like to see. It's a very beautiful painting of Radha Krishna, very, very nicely done. Who painted this pot?
Oh,
Brajeshwari Radha Mataji, Hari
Haribo.
So very nice pot filled with the special chip rice with pizzas
pizza.
in top. So, anyone would like to start? 250, 275 you said? 275.
275. Anybody? 275. Anybody? 270. 301. 301. 325. Lot of pizzas in there. 325. Anybody? So 325 once, 325 twice, 325 thrice.
So those who get the pot can come. Friend, where is Yeah, Prabhu is here. So Prabhu will take a photo. So if you can come this side and receive your pot, Prabhu will get a photo. So Radha Shakti Mataji got this. Okay, let's go to the next.
This beautiful pot is filled with the sweets, different sweets and chip rice and some fruits. And who painted this pot?
Haribo!
So we'll start this one with 251.
It's so beautiful.
It's a beautiful Radha Krishna dancing. I think it's a Rasa Leela, looks like. Haribo. So 251. Anybody? It's a sweet chip rice and sweets. 251. Ratnaradhika Mataji, 251. Anybody? I think everybody wants pizza, samosa, kachoris. Looks like. 251. No. 251 once. 251 twice. 251 thrice.
Haribo!
So we'll do pizzas and stuff. Sweets we'll do later. We'll do momos and pizza. All right. Wow, look at this pot. It's so beautiful. Who painted this pot? With the flowers and Krishna, rose flowers. It looks so beautiful. Huh?
Ananda Leela Mataji.
Wow, so beautiful. So we'll start this with this pot filled with the chip rice and pizza, samosa, momos. So we'll start this with 201. 201. Huh? 201. Anybody else? 201. 251. 251. Anybody else? 251. It's filled with the samosas. 308. 308. Anybody else? Don't forget pizzas. What happened to children? Come on, samosas, pizzas, and
It's really heavy, just take it.
come on. So anybody beat 325?
He's
One.
asking to turn it around.
Turn this one. Like this one. 325 once. Anybody? 325. 325 once. 325 twice. 325 thrice. Okay, it goes to the Prabhuji. We'll start.
After you receive your pot, if you can come this side, Prabhu will get a photo of you.
All right. This is another pizza. Oh, only pizzas, I think. This part is full of pizzas and chip rice. And this beautiful Radha Krishna is there. Who painted this part? Wow.
Oh, Haribo! Such a beautiful painting of Radha Krishna.
We'll start
Haribo.
this one. This pizza part is 175. 175.
Here.
175. Anybody?
Anand Vilas Prabhu,
Anand
175.
Vilas Prabhu is 175. It's filled with the pizzas and chip rice and some other savories in there. 175. Anybody? Huh? 175? Uh-huh. 175.
You have
You
to
had
go
to go higher. 200. 200. 180. 180. Anybody else? 180. Come on, pizzas. 180. 201. Haribol. 201. Anybody else? Yes? 300. 300. Anybody else? 300. 300 once, 300 twice, 300 thrice. Oh, what? 301. Anybody?
Yeah, Mataji here.
325.
351.
351. Anybody else? 351. 351 once, 351 twice, 351 thrice. It goes to Hare Krishna. This one. What is in there? Spring rolls in there? Sweet part. Okay, this is a sweet pot filled with the chipped sweet rice and fruits and stuff. Who painted this pot? It's really
Jyotsna
beautiful.
Mataji.
Oh my God! Look at this beautiful.
Haribo!
Jyotsna Mataji ki jai. So we'll start with 151. 151. Anybody? Yes. 151. And you, Mataji? 175. 200. Who else? 200. 251. And Anand Vilas Prabhu? No? 251. Anybody else? 300. Wow. Anybody else? 300. 300 once. 300 twice. 325. Haribo. Anybody else? 325. 325 once. 325 twice. 325. 350. Haribo. So 350. Anybody going to bid 350? You want to bid? Okay. Okay. So 350. 350. She's Divyanita Leela Mataji. 350 once. 350 twice. 350 thrice. It's okay. Wait, Nandagopal Prabhu.
Go.
Whoa. 360. 375. 375 once. We have a lot of parts. So 375 twice. 375. Okay. 401. Wow. 401. 401.
To get mercy of Mahaprabhu.
Yep. Come on. Anybody else? That is a beautiful part. 500. Wow. 500 once. 500 twice. 500 thrice. That's it. It goes to the Haribo. Sweet.
Everyone join me. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
All right, this one is, who painted this part? Rather, it's Yashoda Mai with the little Krishna. You did? Wow, very nice. And this one is filled with the chip rice, spring rolls, kachori, samosa, and pizza. We will start with 151. 201, oh my God! 201! Anybody is going to beat that price? 201.
This beautiful pond is painted by Ramya Mataji.
Ramya.
Yeah? Haribo. Very nice. Thank you.
201 once, 201 twice. It's spring rolls, pizza, kachori.
There, Mataji behind.
251. 251 once. 251. Anybody? 251 twice. 301. Okay. 301 once. Anybody going to beat the 301?
There, Mataji.
Wow, 355. Wow. 325? Sorry, 325 once. Anybody is going to beat 325? 330. 330, yeah. 351. Wow. 351. Come on, spring rolls. I can smell them here. So good. 351 once. You want to bid? Okay. 351 once. 351 twice. 351 thrice. Good. All right. Sweet sauce.
108. 108. More people. 108.
All right. Look at this Jagannath path. Who painted that? Oh, really? Oh, Sugopi Mataji painted the Haribo. Oh my God, then we had to put a higher price for that. So this is filled with the sweet chip rice and a lot of sweets and fruits. So we are going to start with 151. 151. Huh? 151 once. Anybody? 151 twice. 151.
Slow down, Mataji.
There's
Okay, anyone 151? You'd like to bid higher?
201.
201. 201. Anybody? 251. 251. 275. Nandagopal Prabhu, 275. Anybody else? 275.
1, 2, 3, done.
275 once, 200. Oh, wait. Yes, Mataji. Oh. 300. Haribo. What is your name, Mataji? Pregna Mataji bidded for 300. Anybody wants to bid more than that? Once. Everybody saying I'm too fast, so twice. And thrice. 300. Pregna Mataji. Haribo. Ooh, this one is spring rolls in there? Pizzas and stuff. Okay. Go ahead, Prabhu. Prabhu was saying to do it fast and now he's telling me to slow down. Haribo, take it. Okay. All right. Ready? This part is so beautiful. Looks like really nice. And who painted this part? With, huh? Oh, Akshay. Akshay. Wow. Thank you. It's really cute. And this part is filled with chip rice, pizza, samosas, kachori, and pakoda, and a little bit of other savories. So we'll start with 151. I'm starting with myself. I'm bidding 151. Anybody want? Huh? 201. 201. Anybody? 201. Oh. 250. 251. 252. Come on, guys. 252. 301. 301. 30. Oh. Whoa! Did you ask your mom? Go ahead and ask. 301. We'll stick with the 301 first. That is so generous, Shama. I really love you. Seriously. Seriously, Prabhu, I love her now. So, 301. Anybody? Am I missing somebody? 301. Okay, 301 once. 301 twice. 320. Anybody wants to beat that price? 320. 351. What is your name, Prabhu? Pradeep? Pradeep Prabhu bidded for 351. Anybody wants to beat that? 351. What happened to Prasannathan Prabhu? You're not even raising your... I mean, come on. You're waiting for what? Come on. He's waiting for his part. Where is your part?
Actually, Prasadma Prabhu and
Oh my God. Okay.
they made special prasadam from Kerala.
Oh, then I have to remember which one. Tell me that so that way I can...
They're waiting for that.
So 301? 351. Pradeep Prabhu. 351 Pradeep Prabhu. Anybody? 351 once. 351 twice. 351 thrice. Hare Krishna, come here, Hari Bol.
So, Prasanna Prabhu, what is that special preparation in the pot called?
I'll take it.
So this pot is that Kerala special. It is filled with uniappam. Did I say that right?
Oh my God, there's a lot of special stuff in there.
So how many of you have heard of Guruvayurappa, the Lord in Guruvayur?
Yep.
This is the painting of the Lord in Guruvayur.
Wow, so beautiful. Hari
And
Bol.
it has that special offering to the Lord in Guruvayur, Kerala
So this is
special.
special. So we start with 301. Wow, Hari Bol. We start with 301. It's a special pot. 301. Kerala special pot. Come on, it's filled with the chip rice, sweets, fruits. 301. 301 once. Anybody wants to beat that price? 301. Who is 351? Ratnaradhika Mataji. 360. Satvi Mataji. Anybody wants to beat 360? 365. Wow, 375. Prasanatma Prabhu, you have to come up. She's 375. Anybody wants to beat that? 375 once. 375 twice. Okay, yes. 390. Anybody wants 390? Mataji, come on. It's a Guruvayurappa. So, special part. 425. 425. Haribo. 425. Anybody wants to beat 425? All right. 425 once. 425 twice. 425 thrice. It goes to Satvi Mataji. Haribo. All right. Momos and pizza. Oh, wow. This is a very good part. I'm going to start with myself first. All right, ready? So this beautiful pot filled with the chip rice, pizzas, momos, samosas, and spring rolls, and some other savory pakoda and stuff. So we'll start with 175 myself. 175?
251.
251. Anybody wants to fill? 251?
Yes.
281? Okay, 281. 300. Wow, 300. Anybody wants to beat 300? Come on, momos, pizza. 351? 351. 351, Leela Shakti Mataji. Anybody wants 351? Oh my God, 400. 400. Ratnaradhika Mataji, 400. Come on, where are all the children? Come on. Pizzas, momos, spring rolls, samosas. 400, right? Mataji said 400. 425. Haribo. 425 once. 425 twice. 425 thrice. Hey! Haribo. So this one is with the momos again, and pizza and samosa again, another part. So we'll start with 151.
Yeah.
All right,
You can consider starting lower as well. It will come down.
because it depends upon the part I'm starting. 150. Hare Krishna. Again, we have another pot filled with the chip rice, momos, pizza, and some other savories. Maybe a little bit of pakodas and samosas in there. Who painted this beautiful pot? Oh, good job. What is your name? Anmol. Anmol painted this one. So we'll start with 151 myself. 151. 151.
Yes.
175. 175. Pizzas. I can smell pizza, momos, and kachoris and everything. Come on. I'm hungry. Huh? You made it. So, what did you say? 175. 175. Anybody wants to beat the price? 175? He said,